And our winner is
Manvendra Singh Shekhawat.
In Rajasthan, one man looked at 500 acres of barren land and saw not an empty space, but a blueprint for the future. Manvendra Singh Shekhawat is the visionary founder of Dhun, a groundbreaking regenerative community project near Jaipur that has transformed 500 acres of barren land into a self-sustaining ecosystem for 8,500 people, integrating traditional wisdom with modern tech, focusing on water conservation, soil health, and intense afforestation. This is a model for self-sufficient energy, food, and water systems. The project has received recognition from the King's Foundation in the UK, with Shekhawat meeting King Charles earlier this year. For pioneering the future of sustainable community building, the NDTV Indian of the Year, Climate Impact of the Year, goes to Manvendra Singh Shekhawat.
Thank you, Manvendra, if you can stay on.
Thank you.
Hi, Manvendra. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause, please? I know it's a tough one for us, following Vicky, Kaushal, the cricket team, and Aryan Khan, the blockbuster performances that we have seen, but fantastic work that you are doing. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to understand from you, how did this whole project, Dhun, how did it come across, and why have you named it Dhun?
Dhun was named by my colleague, and the whole idea of Dhun really came about because living environments have a profound impact on determining human outcomes. And while we cannot change the accident of birth, if we can design environments that can give people the freedom, inspiration, and resources to manifest their truest potential, what could that look like? And in doing that, if we lean into traditional knowledge systems and technology, and build something on first principles, I think we can create environments that are far better than what we live in now.
So, the sustainable project that you are talking about, I was reading it's about, it's also trying to scale up to about 8,500 people, those who can in fact sustain with that project. Is it scalable? Is it a model that can be implemented for future sustainable cities? Because, we are seeing how our development in cities, we are in Delhi, all of us have been talking about pollution, coughing, worried about our children. And with a project like yours, is it something that can be scaled to a larger level?
So the playbook that I am using is not a new one. If you see any indigenous community around the world, they have built their communities and sustained their communities that have worked and that have lasted on very similar principles. Water certainty, building with nature, around nature, not against nature. Developing not at the cost of erasure of identity or environment, but because of the foundation of it. So this is the default playbook that has worked for civilizations for thousands of years. Regrettably, the playbook that we are on right now, that is not the predominant playbook that is going to work or last.
Also tell us about, you met Prince Charles. How was the conversation? He is very keen on such, we have that photograph here, Manvendra meeting Prince Charles. What was the conversation like? How was he interested in knowing about your project?
Well, the conversation was, the project was recognized by the Qatar Foundation, and they introduced me to the King's Foundation. And then when I went to Humphrey's house, I'd always known about King Charles and his interest and the force that he has put behind traditional knowledge systems and new urbanism. And those were the ideas that we are also working on.
Okay.
And that really became the common point of interest, and ultimately they ended up sharing their knowledge ecosystem with us.
You know, since we are talking about King Charles, I just want to very quickly, before I end this session, Manvendra comes from Rajasthan, a very enterprising entrepreneur. He has boutique hotels, heritage hotels. Manvendra, I was reading somewhere, because we are talking about the land of the kings, how come you be confused about with princes? You had to come and clarify that Manvendra Singh Shekhawat is not a prince. How did that happen?
Those were the workings of a media company. I had nothing to do with it. So it was really that.
Every prince in Rajasthan, every kingdom, erstwhile kings are converting their hotels into luxury stays. Is there a problem with, or challenge to compete with them?
No, not really. I think they are playing, I think they are adaptively reusing their forts and palaces. And I just wish that more of that was done, because I believe that the moment that this country and its people start seeing culture as infrastructure and then start building on that foundation, we can truly create a developmental narrative that will bring sufficiency to people, not at the cost of our environment or identity or our culture, but because of it. So that's what I think.
Fantastic work. Thank you so much for coming here. Congratulations on your award. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Manvendra Singh Shekhawat.
Thank you, Ankit. Before you leave, Manvendra, could we please present a token of appreciation from our gifting partner, Manav Gangwani.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Come.
Thank
A
you.
huge round of applause, please.